look at this. Literally, I bought a car from auction that was stolen and recovered, and there's drugs in it. I guess one of the first things I need to do is move the damn what is this again? The Denali, the Envoy, out of the way. I've got to bring the I got to bring the 59 down here as well. Yeah, she fires right up. I still haven't gotten around to trying to fix. No, let's turn all that down. I still haven't gotten around to trying to fix the collapsed lifter on this. I've been running ragged, guys. It's killing me. Like, I'm doing so much all the time. Unfortunately, I just haven't had time. Hopefully, Pete is not under the SUV here. Oh, there's Pete. There's Pete right there. I'll let you guys say hi to Pete here in just a second. Let me move this thing out of the way. Where did Pete go? Move, dog. Well, hello. Oh, yeah, he hasn't seen you guys in a while. Yes, they love you, little Pete Jr. They do. They love you. They love you. Oh, he likes to bite. He really loves to chew on my fingers. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. He's asserting his dominance. He actually got hurt a few days ago. We're not sure what happened. One of his dew claws pretty much got ripped out, and there is blood all over the porch there that I haven't managed to clean up yet. Isn't that right? You're feeling better, though. You're feeling better, though. Yes, they absolutely love you, little guy. Yeah, okay. All right, Pete's done. He doesn't want to play anymore. He's had enough chewing on me. Now we can get over to this car. Like I said, bear with me for just a couple more minutes, guys, in the dark. We're going to make sure this thing is in the air safely and take a better look at the oil pan, see what exactly is going on under there. So I lied. I waited until the daylight to record the video because, you know, the nighttime video footage really sucks. If you don't have plenty of light, this camera it's choppy. It makes the video look awful, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So what I did is, we'll get you under here. We readjust my camera and get on my knee pads here. Ooh, it's hot. Boy, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, guys, and it is hot. So I know a lot of you are going to say that is a half-assed, ridiculous repair. It's never going to hold. It's never going to work. Well, guys, I've been doing this a long time, and I've never had an issue with this. So it did have a slight puncture and crack in the pan, and now it's hard as a rock. And the hole and crack wasn't more than about my pinky, but I like to go way above and beyond. You know what I mean? So it may look like a giant area has been patched or repaired, but I can assure you that's just me being safe. So we've got the oil cap off. I've got some oil. I've just got some random stuff, guys. I'm not trying to, you know, put the right kind of oil in. I want to make sure it doesn't leak first. We got a little bit of this. We got a little bit of this. And we got a little bit of this. I've got so much extra oil laying around, folks. I figured it's time to use it, and that's what I save it for. I save all of my extra oil for this. Now, the good news is that tire, it went on the rim with no issue. I had absolutely zero issue getting that tire on the rim. So now, what we can finally do before I drop it down off the jack is we're going to fill it up with oil. We're going to see if it leaks. If it does leak, obviously we'll have no choice but to replace the oil pan. But even if it leaks, it won't leak profusely like it was before, where it was actually puking oil out. We can actually test drive this thing, and then we got to make some decisions. Do we want to, is the car worth it? And that's what it comes down to. Is the car worth potentially replacing the bumper because it has some damage from the forks over here? It's also got damage from the forks over here. You can see it actually cracked the bumper. Do we go through and replace the bumper? Replace this fender? You know, that's a good question. It's not that much damage, and obviously this is a cheap car, so it's not that big of a deal. to replace these parts. It's easy. This car comes apart like Legos, guys. It's really simple. At the end of the day, I've already got over $3,000 in it just purchasing it. So, how much can we make out of it? I think on a good day, to the right buyer, I think we can make $4,500 off of this car. So I do believe we still have some room for profit. Keep in mind, I did put a brand new Continental tire on as well, so that was $80. The keys were probably close to $300. You know, we're quickly eating into our profits, and you just have to figure out what is worth doing and what isn't. So let's get this oil in here. Let's find out if it leaks, and let's find out if the damn thing actually drives. Moment of truth, guys. Moment of truth. What's it gonna be? All right, she's full of oil. 3 different kinds, and I think 2 different weights, but she's full. Take a look. You can see we got oil on the dipstick there. All right. Now, we can climb under it. Just double check to see if we're leaking, which I wouldn't be surprised if it does. Actually, no, it's not leaking at all. No drips. No drips. Good deal. So now we can get this stuff out of the way. Let's drop this thing on the ground. Let's fire it up. Take her for a first test drive. Well, folks, it's a moment of truth. She's on the ground, all 4 wheels. From what I can tell, there's no reason that this car won't run and drive. But this is the risk you take when you buy something like this. You know, when you buy one that doesn't start, doesn't move, it doesn't have any keys, a theft recovery. I've told you guys over and over again, theft recoveries are some of my favorite vehicles. It's exciting to me to buy something like this. Now, I would never recommend that you go out and spend $3,000 on a Chevy Sonic with no key. I would never recommend that. But, you know, for me, what do? You hold this down to start it? Well, listen to that. She fired right up. She fired right up. That's weird. The key fob wasn't working before, and now it's mysteriously working. Welcome to the wonderful life of General Motors. All right. The car smells good. Believe it or not, it really does smell good in here. Let's put the key in. Everything comes on. Do we have any warning lights? Change oil. No kidding. Okay. Yeah, guys. The steering feels all right. We have OnStar. I don't know if it works or not, but we'll figure that out later. Usually when a car is stolen, OnStar is disabled. The important window works. That window works. That window works, and that window works. Now, don't forget, guys, we have to go through this car and find out like what all of this crap is and get it out so we can get it cleaned up. I don't know. I guess the only thing left to do now, boy, that air conditioner is actually nice. AC works well. It's got a full tank of gas. The thieves left us with a full tank. That's hard to beat. 94,069 miles on the odometer. All right. I guess it's time to take her on her first drive, guys. Let me buckle up, adjust my mic, and let's do this. All right, moment of truth. This is for the biscuit here. I hear something in the back making a little noise. Could be the brakes or something because it hasn't been driven in a while. Okay, here we go. Shifted. 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 Steering feels pretty good. We're doing 48 miles an hour. So far, so good, guys. At 45, we're at 1,500 RPM. I think it may need an alignment. We'll get it up a little faster. The speed limit goes up to 65 here. There it is. There's 65. Oh yeah, no issues. No issues. We're at 70 now. Whoa. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. She actually rides really well. I'm impressed. Let's set the cruise. Yeah, cruise control even works. Hell yeah. Wow. I gotta admit, I'm impressed. Let's see how it handles this corner here. Just fine. Nice and tight suspension. I don't hear any funny noises, which is common with a 100,000 mile GM from the front, where you have worn out bushings and tie rods and things like that. It sounds very quiet, and it handles very well. Now, I don't want to go too far, because I do want to get back to the house, and I definitely want to check and see if we are leaking any oil. But I don't think we are. I think that is one hell of a good seal. I'm telling you guys, that it's called or the right stuff. That stuff is phenomenal. It is. It works great. It'll seal damn near anything. Yeah, she's good, guys. She's good. I can't tell for sure if it needs an alignment or not. You got to remember, this car has been up and down off of its wheels so many times. It's probably going to take it just a few minutes to, you know, kind of for the suspension to get readjusted, reacquainted with everything. But so far, so good, guys. We're just cruising, man. I don't know if you can even see the speedometer. I think you can, but, you know, we're cruising at 65. And the little car is just, she's just happy as can be. I think the damn thing's thrilled that it's back on the road again. Okay, so that's like the meat of the video right there, the big reveal. Does it run and drive? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So that just made it a whole lot more worth what I paid for it. I still don't know whether we need to replace that bumper and that fender or not. So what I want you guys to do is jump down in the comments section and let me know, is the car, if we've got $3,300 invested in it right now, is this car worth putting the extra money into and replacing the fender and the bumper? Now, if we can find ones that are already painted the same color as the car, well, we're good to go. But if it's going to require getting them painted, obviously that's going to tack on. Oh, I just hit whatever that was. That a bird? He flew right into the windshield, man. Whoa. Whoa, okay. That was not expected. That figures. The minute I turned the camera around, we run into something massive. It didn't crash into the windshield. It came right up on the windshield, and like the aerodynamics flew him over the car. I have no idea what the hell it was. Anyway, comment below, guys. Tell me, now that we know that it runs and drives, it's a 2015 Sonic with 94,000 miles on the odometer. It seems like everything is working. Does it make, I should say, financial sense to replace the fender and the bumper? Do you think that we'll see enough of a financial gain when it comes time to sell it that it makes sense to go through and do that? You know, obviously the labor is technically free because we're doing it ourselves. So we're not going to pay any labor for actually installing the parts, but is it worth it? I guess that's what it comes down to. Comment down below, let me know. I'm going to get this thing back to the house and let's check the oil pan, and then we'll start going through all the crap in here and see if we got anything worth anything in this car. So now that we verified the car runs and drives perfect with no real issues at all that I could tell, it's not leaking oil, it's time to clean this thing out. Now the first thing in here is a splash guard that was underneath the back end over here by the rear wheel. This thing was hanging off, everything is broken on it, so throwing that away. That's not something we're replacing. We got coat hangers. We've got, those are panties, I think, or something. Get rid of that. Let's see. Lots of clothes. You want to be real careful because there are needles, or at least a needle that I've seen in this car. There's somebody's underwear. That's nice. Nothing of interest in there. More clothes. More clothes. Shoes. A shoe. Old Navy shoe. Prescription bottle for, what is this? Phentermine HCl. I don't know what that is. Some dirty old socks. It's always nice. We'll keep the these floor mats, obviously. These will go back in the car. They actually look really good. These look really clean. There's somebody's earring. So it doesn't look like there's anything really interesting in the trunk. Get further back in here. Yeah, nothing interesting. All right, we got the trunk cleaned out. Looks pretty decent, guys. And these floor mats don't look like they've ever, well, they're a little dirty, but they don't really look like they've ever been used. There's some, what is, oh, is that a joint? That's a joint. And matches. There's a joint and matches, but, oh boy, here's a blunt. We got, uh-oh, don't worry, guys, I ain't gonna smoke it. I don't know where this stuff has been. Look at this, literally, I bought a car from auction that was stolen and recovered, and there's drugs in it. There's drugs in this car. I can't wait to clean out the inside. See what's in there waiting for us. All right, now it's time to work on cleaning up the inside. We got to get all this cleaned out. We know there's a hypodermic needle there. Keep my eye on that. And this cane. We'll get rid of this cane too. Go ahead and drop that in there. All right, what do we got? It looks like it's mainly clothes, some mail. I think somebody was living in here, man. I mean, can you imagine stealing a car and then living in it? Like, really? You jack somebody's car and then you live in it. And of all the cars to steal, like if you're gonna go down for stealing a car, right? Are you really catching a charge for a Chevy Sonic? Like, I'm sorry, Dumb Criminal of the Year award. If I'm going down for jacking a car, or if I'm gonna risk going down for jacking a car, it ain't a damn Chevy Sonic. We're stealing an S-Class, you know what I mean? Like we're going down big time. This is all just junk, guys. I don't even know if you guys want to continue watching all this or not, but oh man, cookies, and there's a backpack or something. I mean, I feel bad for people that are homeless. You know, I really do, because I've been homeless myself. I know what it's like. But I'll tell you one thing I didn't do. I didn't go jacking people's transportation when I was homeless. I walked my ass everywhere I had to go. So, we got a job application. Throw that away. I've seen some hotel cards in here too. There's another one, I think. The registry, I don't know. Some white pants. One floor mat over there. Oh, I just hit my damn head. Yeah, it's all trash, guys. Let's move into the front, because I know for a fact that there's some pills in the front. We need to find out what those are. All right, next we got Western Union and MoneyGram. Looks like people were sending or receiving money. Lots of Western. I'm not going to show anybody's information. I don't know if that's the last owner. I don't know if there's a check written to On Q Express. Now I know we got a hypodermic needle here. I don't know. Oops. Yeah, let's not throw needles on the ground. Bandages, a bunch more crap, a charger, more freaking clothes. Like so many clothes in here. It's ridiculous. A bandage. Be very careful with that. I ain't trying to catch nothing. Lotions. CoverGirl. Uh-oh, there's makeup in here, guys. Some earbuds, ear pods. Oh boy, I can't wait to get this to the auto spa, man. Let them clean this thing up. See how they can make it look again. It's funny, you know, someone was obviously living in the car, homeless, but you got weed. You know what I mean? There's weed in the back seat. That's crazy to me. Can't afford a place to live. Is that somebody's fingernail? That's somebody's damn fingernail right there. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Ugh. There's an earring. Ugh. No, I'm not digging in there. I'll save that for the vacuum cleaner. All right. Let's check. There's some matches that can be vacuumed out. The glove box doesn't open. I've tried. I can't get the glove box to open. There's a few things down in here. What is this? What is that? Oh, I don't know. A screwdriver? All right. Let's move over to the driver's side. We're almost done. We're at the end of this journey, guys. At least with this part. Looks like we got just a bunch of damn makeup. Lots of makeup. And some perfume. What is this? This is Beautiful Belle. I should give this to my fiance and be like, babe, I went and bought you the best perfume I could find. Best perfume money could buy. No, I couldn't do that. You know why? She'd know better. She knows her perfume and makeup. She wouldn't fall for that. Let's check down here. Ugh, blunt wraps. More fingernails. Like, how the hell does somebody's fingernails keep coming off in this car? That's weird, man. I think a lot of this, there's the other earring. So there's the matching earring. Cigarettes, money, all kinds of nasty crap down there, man. Disgusting. But at the end of the day, we got it. And we researched these pills. I'll grab these out of here. Wondering what kind of drugs we got in here. What kind of good stuff. I can already tell you by looking at it, it ain't good stuff. Don't ask me how I know, but there we go. In the garbage with you. That stuff is to treat bacterial skin infections. So, yeah. All right, guys, gals, all you amazing people out there, it's a wrap. That's a wrap. There's nothing really more we can do in this video. Next step for the car is going to be getting it down to the Auto Spa LLC. It needs one hell of a cleaning. And I got to make some decisions on what to do. This back bumper has a scrape right here. And I think that really hurts the car. It really does. Mako might be able to touch that up, but this fender, guys, this fender's killing me right here. Because I really think this fender is really going to take away from the value of the car. Like, seriously, it's crunched pretty good. The bumper, I don't know, man. Maybe Mako can fix the bumper. You know, maybe I can pull the front and back bumper off, take them down to Mako, and they can like do a little patchwork and repaint them. And once the bumpers are painted, you know, if I can just find a white fender, we can throw a fender on it and make her look good. But again, like, if we're already, we're probably $3,300-ish into this car right now, before getting it cleaned and everything, before a bumper, before paint work, before any of that. Is this car worth going any further on? Or should we try to flip it just the way it is? Comment down below, tell me what you think. And tell me what you think you can get out of it. Retail value on this car is $5,500 in average condition. Because of some of this damage, I'm going to say it's probably a little bit below average. So, you know, I'm thinking realistically, this car might bring 4,000 to 45, probably closer to 4,000 with the damage. So, is it worth it? I don't know. Comment down below. You tell me what you think. Let's try that remote start one more time. Listen to her. She purrs like a kitten, doesn't she? She really does. She's a good car, guys. It's a good one. It's a good one. Unfortunately, oh, it's locked. I forgot when you remote start it, you got to lock it. There you go. Yeah, the only downside to this car is that there's so little money to be made from it. That really sucks. After detailing it and everything, getting it all cleaned up, there's no money. I don't think there's a lot of room for profit in this thing. Woo. And that sucks. I wonder if we can clear that change oil. Obviously, we still have to get it in for an oil change as well. And keep an eye on that oil pan, man. If I see any sign of trouble from that oil pan, I'm just going to go ahead and have it replaced. Does OnStar work?
Hello, and welcome to OnStar.
It does.
Your OnStar account is currently inactive. Please push the blue OnStar button again to activate your account. Learn more about OnStar services or speak to an OnStar advisor.
Cool. Okay. OnStar works, guys. This car is going to make someone a damn good vehicle. It really will. So I guess that's a wrap for the video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's hard out here when it comes to buying and selling cars. Like right now is a tough time. It's a real tough time trying to find good cars that you could sell and make any kind of a reasonable profit on without having to do a ton of labor. And that's really the issue. Even though you can do the work yourself and technically the labor is free, time is not free. You have to value your time. And this is something I'm learning the more I get into this, the older I get as well. I'm learning back when I was younger, in fact, not more than just a year or so ago, I was thinking, oh, you don't count your labor is free, time is free. Well, now that I see how this YouTube thing goes, man, how much time goes into creating content, coming up with the ideas, finding the vehicles, purchasing, traveling, recording, editing, uploading, now that I'm really in the full swing of YouTube, now I realize, oh, you got to value your time. Your time is your most valuable asset because it is the one commodity that cannot be replaced ever. You've got to make executive decisions and determine what my time is worth. And that goes to all of you. Any of you out there doing YouTube currently, or you're thinking about getting into YouTube, put a value on your time. Make sure that anything you're doing is, number one, worth the content, but number two, worth the amount of time you have to put into it. From start to finish, we're talking content, the car repairs, anything. Make sure that your time and the content is worth what you're actually creating. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, but Randy, you went and you literally bought a Chevy Sonic with no key for content. Absolutely. You know what? This video is going to do great. This car is going to most likely pay for itself just from the first and second videos. So I do believe that the amount of time I've put into this was worth the content and worth the revenue that it's going to bring. That's what I feel. Now, of course, that's not, well, it's something that you guys could debate amongst yourselves, but for me, it's my time that I'm placing a value on. I feel like this was worth it for me. Now, when you get into things like Randy, why don't you spend 12 hours putting a transmission in a vehicle that you paid too much for, the Jeep Liberty? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense financially, and I'm going to tell you something. I know a lot of you guys would love to see me change a transmission. A lot of you probably don't think I'm even capable of it. Let me tell you something, folks. Back in my much younger years, I did this stuff for a living. I did this stuff every day. I changed motors, clutches, transmissions. I did it all. I pulled a Cadillac North Star engine out of the top of a Cadillac. You're not even supposed to be able to do it that way. And that's before doing it was cool. Okay, we're talking so many years back when everyone said you could not pull a Cadillac North Star from the top. It had to be dropped. I pulled it from the top. I did it. So I've done my time. I've had my share of experience. I can change a transmission in a little 4-banger 2-wheel drive Jeep, guys. That's literally nothing. It's not about me not being able to do it. It's about the value of my time. The content, when I go out and really work on cars, and this is, whether you like this or not, it's true. When I was out with Weird Beard cutting the rear quarter panel out of a 350Z, I thought that video was going to blow up on my channel. I thought that my viewers were going to love it. Let me tell you something, all those hours of labor out there with Weird Beard, and big shout out to Weird Beard, by the way, because I can honestly say I know nothing about bodywork, and without him being there helping me through the whole process, I would have never got that quarter panel off, guys. Weird Beard did a lot of work on that car, and I appreciate him. So don't think for a minute that we're not friends or we're not cool. Weird Beard is effing awesome. Like, I can't even tell you, he is the man. Like, I'll tip my hat, I'll bow my head to that man any day of the week. He hustles hard, he works hard, and he is an honest man, all right? So I'm not sitting here talking any trash. I don't want anybody to get it twisted. All I'm saying is that I thought when I did that video of the body work on the 350Z, removing the rear quarter panel, that it was going to do great. At the end of the day, do you know what that video netted me in revenue? Almost nothing. The video of me ripping off a quarter panel, a rear quarter on a 350Z, got the same amount of views as a Copart walk around, where I don't have to do anything but stand in the heat and walk around for a few hours. I could have changed the spark plugs on the Chevy Sonic and I would have gotten the same amount of money, the same amount of views, the same return for a ton less labor. So as time goes on and you build your channel up, you have to come to the realization that there are some things people just aren't that interested in seeing on your channel. Body work and painting, although some of you may really want to see it, that's not what the majority of people are actually wanting to see. Most people are here because they like the Copart walkarounds and they want to see what mess I'm going to get myself into next on another one of these cars. Basically, I am the mini-me of Tyler Hoover. The very mini me of Tyler from Hoovy's Crotch, like on this scale, you know, very mini-me. And I'm not trying to be him. I'm not trying to do what he does. This is just what I've always done. Granted, if it wasn't for this channel and the revenue coming from it, I wouldn't be doing these type of cars, and neither would he. Neither would anybody on YouTube. It's the YouTube revenue and the sponsors that truthfully allow us to be able to go and make risky decisions, risky purchases. Now, I know $3,000 isn't going to break the bank. It's not a huge risk. The point is, as a business owner, as a person that is running a wholesale dealership, I could not afford to take a risk on a car like this. There's no return. There's almost no profit to be made if we continue going with this car and fixing it up. There's almost no profit. As a wholesale dealer, there's no way I could have. There's no way I could have paid $3,000 for this car with no key to begin with. Never. It's you guys that make this possible, and that is what this whole spiel is about. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for making this possible. Even the trolls, even the haters. I may get mad from time to time, but the truth is, the trolls and the haters that are watching, the thumbs down the videos, that comment on the videos, even they make this possible. So all I can say, and I think this is on behalf of everybody on YouTube that makes videos, thank you. Thank you to all of you out there that allow us to make risky decisions, that allow us to gamble on these cars, that allow us to have fun doing what we do and creating weird, bizarre, stupid, ridiculous content for you. Thank you for watching. Look, I'm not even going to go through the whole subscribe and follow me. I'm not doing any of that. Just thank you. And I hope you can hear the sincerity in my voice. I really mean, I am so grateful for the life that you guys have allowed me to have. Thank you. And with that, we're out of here. Stay safe out there, everybody. I will catch you all very soon in the next one.